Hello everyone, and welcome to a session on square root. Let's just write that word and a sign. Square root. And the sign for it is that one. Okay, so what is the square root? Well, before we do that, what's a square? We have one? A square. So what's that got to do with square root? Well, let's have a look at this square. We have a side length of 4, and we have another side length the same. That will also be 4 there, and so that's 4. So a square has all 4 sides the same length. Now, inside this square, the big square, we have 16 smaller squares. And if we counted them, yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 squares. So this square has 16 smaller squares inside it. In fact, you can get the number of squares by multiplying the length of the two sides. So let's do that. 4 times 4 equals 16. Now, this we learned last time, we can shorthand to this. 4 to the power of 2 equals 16. Well, that means the same thing. And we also learned that 4 to the power of 2 we can also write as 4 squared. So this square idea comes up in the powers and also in this idea of the square root. Okay, now let's apply all that to what this is about. I'm going to do a particular example with a square root sign and a number. In fact, I'm going to use the same number that we've got here, 16. Square root of 16. Now to find out what the answer is, we're going to do some multiplying. Now, if I can think of all the numbers that when you multiply them equals 16, we've got 1 times 16. 2 we can do. 2 times 8. 3 we can't do because 1 plus 6 is 7, and 7 is not divisible by 3, so I can't do 3. We can do 4, because we've already seen that one. 4 times 4 equals 16. And I think that's all we can do. Yep. Now there's only one set of numbers here where we've got the same number twice, and that's this one. So there's our answer. What you do is when you're finding what you want to find the square root of 16 is, the answer is 4. Because 4 times 4 is 16. So a square root is a number multiplied by itself to get the number inside the square root sign. So the square root of 16 is 4, because 4 times 4 is 16. So that's what the meaning of square root is and the process. So we're looking for a number that when you multiply by itself equals this number. Let's do a few more examples. Let's do this one. let's go 36 times 1, 18 times 2, 12 times 3, 9 times 4. All of these equal 36. But we haven't found our square root yet. What's the next one up? 5 we can't do. 6 we can. 6 times 6 equals 36. And so we've got a square root. Square root of 36 is the number when you multiply it by itself equals 36. So square root of 36 is 6. Let's get rid of some of this and do another couple of examples. I'll take that one too. 2 more examples. Square root of 64. Okay, let's see if we can find it. 64 times 1. Can we do times 2? Yes. 32 times 2. Can we do 3? No. Can we do 4? Yes, we can. 16 times 4 equals 64. Can we go another one? Yes. We can go to 8. 8 times 8 equals 64. And 8 times 8 is also equal to 8 to the power of 2, or 8 squared. So there's our answer. 8 is the square root of 64, because 8 times 8 is 64. One more over here. The square root of 100. Now, to make it shorter, I'll just do it quick, because there's only one number when you multiply it by itself equals 100, and that's 10. So the square root of 100 is 10. So it's sort of like works in reverse. 10 squared equals 100. 10 to the power of 2 is 100. So reverse, the square root of 100 equals 10. Now, let's to have a look what we do in the calculator. Let's bring it over here. Here is the square root button on the calculator, and when you press it, you'll get this, the square root sign with a little box underneath. And this comes in very handy. Square root of 25, a number multiplied by itself that equals 25 is 5. Just to show you, 5 times 5, 25, or 5 squared is 25. So the square root of 25 is 5. I'll do another couple on here. Square root sign 225. A number times itself equals 225. That's 15. 15 times 15 is 225. One more. Square root sign 169. 13. 13 times 13 is 169. Now sometimes you're not going to get an exact number. And we'll deal with that a bit more later. Square root of 20 equals 4.721. Those we'll deal with a bit later. Thank you.